And camera and sound.
Babylon is a 1920s movie, but we really wanted to stay away from 1920s jazz. I think it's a sound that we've heard so many times. We know what it sounds like. And it's also just very often quaint. The movie is showing how wild and crazy and hedonistic that decade was. And so we wanted, the music to just be absolutely manic and wild so much of the time. It just had this party feel. There were more kinds of jazz performed than was actually recorded. So we were thinking a little bit about, what might have been played underground that didn't get immortalized. But we also wanted to just kind of invent a new world, invent a new sort of sonic world and create the sound of Babylon, the sound of this movie, which didn't have to be 20s as far as we were concerned. We didn't want to be so anachronistic that it would completely take people out of the movie, but we definitely wanted to make something that people hadn't heard before. So we were using the lineup of a 20s band more or less, whether it's the band in the movie or whether it's score or whether it's a montage, whatever it is. Very often we were using that lineup of musicians, but I was writing stuff that was a lot more rock and roll inspired, a lot of riffs, a lot of, I was listening to Rolling Stones and AC/DC and stuff like that. I was listening to a lot of modern house music, dance music, EDM, doing a lot of dance hi-hats, which you definitely did not have. That's many decades later. But we thought it's fun.
He looked great.
The movie's full of parties and full of these kind of amped up, coked up score cues that are driving these sequences. So we thought, let's do it. Let's go for the dance hi-hats and let's go for the 808, the kick drum, the 4 on the floor feel that just really gets you amped up going. I think the concoction of it, the fact that the instrumentation, the wailing trumpets, the screaming saxes, even if we're using them in a lot more contemporary ways, I think it puts you there, but it puts you in a place and in a mood and shows a whole new side of the 20s that maybe or maybe didn't exist.